K-Bar TV, Voice of the Voices.
We welcome you all to K-Bar TV. For those listening on all our social media platforms, Bar Radio Luton, those listening, Tio TV GH. Today, we have in the studio Emanuela, who works in a financial institution, to talk to us about savings. Now, my question is, what is saving?
Thank you for your question. So saving is a portion of income, okay? So it's a portion of your income or anything that you are gifted with. So for yourself and within your age, it's anything that you set aside so you don't spend it all, okay? So for instance, when you are giving a birthday money, okay, and you decide that you're not going to spend it, but you're putting it aside, okay, to use it later. So you are not using it immediately, but you're putting it to use it later. That is called saving. Now for grown-ups is when they work and then they earn their income, okay? So you work, you get paid. So when that money is given to you, most grown-ups don't tend to spend it all. So they set some aside and use it later for emergencies, okay? Or sometimes spend on Christmas or even your birthday party, for instance. So that is called savings.
Thank you, now I understand. My next question is it important to save?
It is important to save. Okay, so within savings, you are saving for a rainy day, we call it. Okay, now when you see the rain come, you have to shield yourself with an umbrella. Okay, wish I had an umbrella in the studio but within that, it is you protecting yourself from the rain going directly onto you. So more or less, when there is an emergency, okay, or for instance, if your friend, okay, is about to celebrate their birthday, you can use that money, okay, to buy for your friend, to buy a gift for your friend. Or you can even treat yourself later, okay? You can treat yourself later with that. Now, looking at it from grown-ups side, okay, so within parents, now the savings which they put aside, okay, it builds up for future use, okay? So it builds up for future use, and then also it teaches how to manage, okay? You are saving, it's teaching you how to manage. That if you remember the story of the prodigal son in the Bible, okay, for him, when he got the inheritance from his parent, he went and squandered it all. The Bible says he went and then used it all up. If he had known how to save, he would have managed to leave some, okay, but not ending up begging, not ending up struggling. So savings helps to manage a good financial future, okay? It empowers you. So it is very, very important not to eat all or spend all, I say, when you are given the money, but you put some aside.
Thank you. My last question is, how can I save?
Okay, so you can save from as little as anything. Okay, so within the financial institution, the banks, savings can start from as little as £1. Savings can start from as little as £1. Now, putting that money aside, okay, it's helping you to manage. It's not a lot, but every little helps. Okay? Yeah.
Let me chip in.
Okay.
For instance, I'm a dad.
Okay.
Yeah, with 3 kids.
Okay.
My salary is about £2,000.
Okay.
Right. After spending all what I have on my utility bills, my rent, I'm left with £200.
Okay. So that's good. To still be left with something.
With this, do I need to still save for them? Which I know when they grow up, they'll be working for themselves and they'll be earning money for themselves. Do I still need to save for them? And what for?
Okay. Thank you for your question. It's a really, really good question, and thank you for bringing it up. Now, having said that, you are left with £200, okay? Now, that £200, which you do not need it, okay? So, it is a form of savings, okay? You put it in the right place, it grows. Okay, so within the financial institution, okay, your savings can earn you a return. Okay, it earns you a return. Now, when we read Proverbs 13:22, I'm going to quote the Bible as well. It says, "A good man leaves an inheritance for his children." How you start the children up makes their future very easy or difficult. Now, with the 3 children, at some point, they will want to drive their own car. At some point, they will go to university. At some point, those children will get married. At some point. Now, when you start them well, you build them up well. You save in their name is easy for them, so you can give it to them as a gift. When you put something aside for them, so we have got types of savings accounts. For instance, the instant access ones that you can always go in and take out, but it is in your trust. If time permits me and I come again, I will be going in deep. There is also the fixed ones, which are the stocks and shares ISAs, where capital can be at risk. With that one, you are saving till when they get to 18. And within that, they can cash it. Now, what future do you want for your children? Do you want them, again, as I made mention, do you want them to struggle when they grow up? Or you want to be able to give them something that they will be happy about, to say, my dad or my parent thought about me and they've put something aside for me that I am not struggling. Yes, they will work. But at some point, they will have to buy their own home. That could be, or go towards a mortgage for them, so that they are not struggling. Now, we have got an economy that we are facing inflation. The price of things are not the same anymore. During COVID, a lot of things changed. So when you have the strength and you are working now, we have practical example within the current situation and the current economy, that within your strength, which as you are working right now, we don't know what happens tomorrow. So I say, with your £200 that is left, you can split it up among the three, and including yourself as well. Put something aside for yourself as well for rainy day. But saving, it's very, very important. I cannot give you advice, but all I can say as a parent myself is that it's worth saving for the children.
Oh, okay. So my last question.
Yeah.
Since life is short, why don't I enjoy it? When my kids grow up, they'll work. Then they will still earn something for themselves.
As I made mention, yes, life is short. But again, I'm going back to my text in Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaves an inheritance for the children. You don't spend it all. Think about their future. Think not just for yourself, but think about them. How do you want them to be? How do you want them to live? Do you want again to struggle in life, or you want them to enjoy? It's not depriving you from enjoying. It's not depriving you from having a quality family lifestyle. But again, you are building into their future.
Okay. Thank you, Sister Emanuela.
You're very welcome. And I say thank you so much for having me. And as I made mention, if I get the opportunity to come back to your studios again, I will be throwing more light on it. And with time, we can talk about protection as well, because it's also a really, really important subject that it is very, very grey, where people talk about. So I'm so delighted, Keba TV, for having me. But yeah, thank you.
Keba TV, voice of the voices.